Are they winning?
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another fresh take. Look, before we get started, I just want y'all to know something. I know I usually do these with Vicky, but Vicky's kind of busy and I'd rather do these now than Thursday. So we kind of have to do this now.
Like the male version of Vicky. That'll work out.
So we got Jack here today to go over these three trailers that dropped earlier this week. And Jack, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Vicky, you have been replaced. I want you
Don't
to
tell
know
her
that.
that, man. I don't want that smoke. I really don't want that smoke. So no, you have not been. The views and phrases that have just came out were not that of Jay. Were that of Action Jack.
Hey, I'm starting beef everywhere. You know what I mean?
But all right, so the first one on the docket tonight is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We got the final trailer. That movie drops in a couple weeks. April
That's
8th.
crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
As soon as those tickets go live, I will be getting mine.
I feel like the first one just came out. Like it just feels like it just came out.
Well, it was the last movie I saw in theaters in 2020.
Wow.
Before the world went to hell in a handbasket. But
right.
And that movie was actually good. I know a lot of people didn't like Jim Carrey as Robotnik, but I love Jim Carrey as Robotnik.
Man, you can't hate on Jim Carrey at all. That man is so diverse with that who he can act as and what he does with these characters. Yeah, you can't help but love him.
And he brought a certain type of humor to it that actually worked. It wasn't too crazy. It was kind of like, I'm a genius, but I'm still funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, Robotnik doesn't really have a personality that Sega created. So it's
not really
one of those things of it's kind of open season. You do with it what you will, as long as he's a scientist and he has these robots and he's going after Sonic. That's pretty much the check boxes at that point.
Yeah. And Jim Carrey, in my opinion, was the perfect person for it, because I don't think that movie works without Jim Carrey.
No, not at all.
I really don't. Because he was going back and forth with Sonic. When Sonic would say something, he'd come right back with another one. So I'm like, dude, I'm liking that. So
exactly.
Okay, yeah, this works because of Jim Carrey. Well, one of the reasons why it worked, and the other reason that they actually got Sonic right. So that actually worked in that aspect. The first movie does have a few problems, but not to the point that I think it was a detriment to the film.
Yeah.
So I actually enjoyed it. So I'm actually looking forward to this one. So
I'm kind of surprised that it's only been 2 years and here's the second one.
Well, they were already working on the script.
Oh, okay.
So
they were on it.
I think they were working on 3 of them. The hope was to do 3. I think was what came out. So they already, once they got the first one done, they were already had the script treatment working on 2. So that's what that was. And they did do a fire trailer. If you have a chance, go to Twitter. They put that the poster up for it. Bruh, if you're a gamer, you're gonna love that poster. I'm gonna have to buy that.
Yeah.
Without further ado, people.
Oh, great, the Winter Soldier.
Marvel finna sue.
These rings signify the commitment.
So help me, Thomas.
Sorry.
Life or death situation. I need you to use the ring to save me, like right now.
Look, it's the Cyclops.
Why?
Just hope we're not too late.
Oh Lord, there are 2 of them now.
Quick version. Robotnik is back.
I've discovered the source of ultimate power.
We need to get it back or the world is doomed.
You rock some kind of space porcupine. I am.
Yep. We're gonna be giving people nightmares again.
It's time to say goodbye to humanity. To the new norm. This is your moment to be the hero.
Bad time to say this, but I don't actually have a plan.
You never do.
All right.
Hey, you got a little something on your boy.
Someone call an Uber? It's cold in here. Let's turn up the heat.
Now I do like the fact that they are doing the whole snowboarding thing.
Yeah.
Oh, great, the Winter Soldier. Fear not, citizens. You are terrible at this. Your negative attitude is not helping.
We stick together, no matter what. You're unskilled, untrained, unworthy.
It's your fault that I'm losing. No, it's not.
You forgot one.
So they are gonna actually have the fight.
Yeah.
They're gonna actually do the fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand still and die. For a guy named Knuckles, you are really bad at punching.
Wow.
Okay. All right, thoughts.
One, it clears up one question I had. Would we see a supersonic? But seeing as they're focusing on one emerald, I doubt it. But I like the ideas of it, how it seems to be bringing Knuckles into it, so that way it does give the lore for him, because there are a lot of people that know of Knuckles but don't really know his purpose. So that's very interesting. Hopefully they'll show how Eggman got from where he was from the first movie, which would be pretty cool how he got that all back together. But this seems like a no-brainer. Just kind of interested to see how they tie all these loose ends as far as Tails and Knuckles and Sonic, and then how it ends, and see how, like you said, if they're doing a third movie. My first thought as a gamer, I'm thinking I don't see Knuckles until that third movie, but with him being in the second one, I'm curious as into where they go from here.
Shadow.
That early?
You can do it.
I feel like at that point, if you introduce Shadow now, then you're gonna have to find some way in this movie to talk about them being more emeralds, and then on top of that, you're gonna have to bring Amy and.
Well, remember, if you bust the Master Emerald at the end of this one, you can do that.
Okay.
If you break them, if you break it, which I'm thinking that's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm thinking that Master Emerald's gonna get broke.
Okay.
Because remember, in the games they break.
Yep.
They broke it. So I mean, that way you can actually probably bring in Shadow. Because the problem is people want a Shadow in the last one. Like, no, that's too early.
That's way too early. Way too early.
You gotta get this. Other people got to come in first.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's possible. I don't think you can bring Shadow by himself. You're gonna have to bring other people with him.
No, you're gonna have to at that point, because there's no real way to because with this one, we knew when you bring in Tails, you're gonna have to bring in Knuckles.
Yep.
You have to. Glad that they did. Glad that they got the big homie Idris Elba. Scaring the hell out of everybody again.
That's a nice pickup. I never would have guessed it.
Yeah. I mean, well, dude, I was telling you before. When he was in Jungle Book and he was playing Shere Khan, I just knew Mowgli and all the wolves was about to die. Y'all dead. Y'all dead. I don't know how to explain this to people, but I'm glad I'm not watching this with children, because that boy gonna die.
Right. Yeah, so that's a big move to get Knuckles and to kind of see how his whole persona comes in, and just to kind of get everybody introduced to Knuckles. And I mean, like I said, I feel like as a gamer, this is kind of an early introduction, but it's possible. to kind of get it knocked out, because I always want to tie the game series with the movie series, and the same thing I did with Mortal Kombat. I wanted the first one to kind of be that friendly cast of what was like 7, 8 characters.
It was just 7. Like,
And then the second one, Night Wolf and all of them, I was like, okay, this is going a little too far at the same time.
Too fast. Yeah.
But that's cool though.
So as far as video game movies are concerned, the very first Mortal Kombat is still my favorite one.
Yep.
But the first one was actually a close second.
Really?
Yeah, it was a close second because I like what they did. I mean, they changed some stuff, but I like what they did. And this one, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So that is April 8th. So,
and I like the fact that it gave the rings a purpose.
Yes.
Because in the game, collect the rings. You just collect and keep yourself alive. Yeah. But now you can teleport with them, which hopefully they, in a way they've kind of introduced that in the game already.
Yeah.
But I mean, hopefully it kind of serves a purpose with this new Sonic game being open world. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Hey, Miss K. Hey, Vicky. What's up, Andre? And Vicky. Never mind. It wasn't my fault.
She said, "I say we riot." Oh wow.
Wow. Just the distrust. Okay, so next. Now this is a TV show. It's not a movie. So, Ms. Marvel, they dropped the trailer out of nowhere, and now remember, this comes after Kenobi. So I think this is in June. I don't think they put the actual date up, but I think it is June. So Kenobi, we got Moon Knight March 30th. We got Kenobi May 25th. This comes after Kenobi. So this is going to be on Disney Plus, and this is the teaser trailer. Please don't play that Marvel Avengers game because that's really going to upset you. Play the
so first off, I just want to say
Ultimate Alliance.
You get what?
High school.
Kamala. Another Avenger shirt. Cute. She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
You are weirdo.
I wish you had the Wolverine shirt on.
Me. You're kind of on my shirt.
Sorry.
But you're staring out the window in your little fantasy land. Kamala, hey, already? Really? Come on,
do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch, or is it relaxed? Maybe they're right. I spend too much time in Fantasyland.
That does
not really.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world. That's the fantasy too.
Did something happen here?
Do you know why? Did you hear something?
Kamala? What does it feel like?
Cosmic. I always thought I wanted this kind of life, but I never imagined any of this.
Do you know what you are?
I'm a superhero.
Yep.
I like that.
And I like they actually showed her suit because that's her suit. Mm-hmm. I like this. I like that they went on to show the suit. So, as a fan of the comics, I actually like Kamala. Okay. A lot of people don't. We already know the reasons why they don't. Right. I'm not getting into that right now. Mm-hmm. But I actually love the character because she's actually cool. Because she's like one of the more relatable characters.
Yeah, she's a fan. She's a fan. Yeah.
So this should be actually cool. The only thing though, I'm wondering if this is gonna tie back into what happened at the end of Shang-Chi when they was like, "Hey man, we don't know where these rings came from, and this ain't the only thing that was
right."
On this.
I mean, Disney has done a good job, or you could say Marvel has done a good job with making sure that all these things tie in. Whether I go into Disney and I watch What If, or I watch the with Ms. Marvel, or anything else that they put up there, everything starts to make sense, especially when you talk about people that never really got into Marvel. It gives you a good idea as into who they are, what they are, and they don't just throw it at you with some weird stuff that you can't actually adapt to. Especially with now that most of these streaming services are going the old school way of releasing almost every week an episode instead of just giving you everything up front for you to binge watch. I think this is gonna be nice because I mean I don't know too much about Ms. Marvel. only know a little bit. So watching this, I mean, it could definitely bring on new fans and, definitely show you why you should like Miss Marvel because, like you said, she's relatable. I mean, she's a fan first and then becomes a superhero, which is pretty cool.
And low key, I gotta give the MCU credit. They are setting up Young Avengers if I've ever seen it.
Really? Yeah.
Every last one of these Disney TV shows, from WandaVision showing Wanda's kids, which they are, there's no way they're not bringing them in Multiverse of Madness. There's no way she's not finding a way to get them boys over.
Right.
To Eli, Isaiah Bradley's grandson becoming Patriot, to Kid Loki, to Kate Bishop. I'm like, bro, y'all already setting it up in the background. So I'm actually looking forward to it, seeing what they're gonna do with the character. Because, like I said, I like the character, but I will say this: she is one of those characters that I think works better as part of a team. And I'm just waiting to see what they actually do with that, because I like her when she's interacting with the rest of the heroes. I love that. And I think she is, if I'm not mistaken, they did say that she is in the Captain Marvel movie. It's her, Brie Larson, and I can't remember the girl's name that played Monica Rambeau in WandaVision. They're all of them going to be in the second Captain Marvel movie.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this is going to be cool because this gives us our introduction to her. I like how I like the little pieces that they showed with her power. I like how they did it instead of making her look like Luffy from One Piece, which is what they're doing. She's basically Luffy. She is. She's basically Luffy.
It really is.
But this actually makes it look like it makes a little bit more sense, if I'm saying. Like, it kind of makes it look more like this could actually happen, other than she ate a piece of devil fruit and now she got the hot.
When you play Avengers, that's kind of how it feels. Just out the gate, she's just doing a lot of weird things. Like, it's just the big fist, the big feet.
I'm waiting for her to say gum no.
The only difference is she can still swim.
Yeah, that's the only difference. But yeah, this should actually be cool. This should actually be cool. And once again, the other reason why I like the Disney Plus Marvel shows is they're only 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. They don't overdo it. They don't milk it. Yeah.
So they tell you their story and get on to the next one.
Right.
So,
yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Oh, another thing y'all need to know. Disney Plus finally put the Marvel Netflix shows on Disney Plus. They're there. Now, if you log in, you're gonna see where it says change your parental controls if you haven't done that already, because they do have a mature section. And that's where the Netflix shows are. So and that's Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
Okay. I might have to switch that because I've never seen a mature section.
Yeah, so once you log in, if it's your first time logging in, and because you didn't really have to set it up, but if you log in now, it's gonna show you the update's gonna show you like, okay, you need to. Do you want to set up your parental controls? Going to do that, set your pin or whatever, and then boom, they'll show you where the section is, and you can go from there. So now you know. Okay, and I would tell anybody, Daredevil outside of season 2, Daredevil season 2 kind of was all over the place, but Daredevil season 1 and season 3, Luke Cage, Iron Fist season 2, Jessica Jones season 1 is all they're fire. Okay. Defenders it depends on how you feel. It just depends how you feel when you're watching it. Punisher, I like the Punisher, but I think it was a few episodes too long. Because there's only so much Frank Castle you could take. And if you read the comics, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, dude, he already did.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. And they all deal with some really interesting themes, especially like Punisher deals with like soldiers coming back and PTSD and how that affects the soldier, especially somebody like Frank who was spec ops and he got a body count for real. Okay. Like basically the wrong dude to piss off. The exact wrong dude to piss off. So I would encourage anybody to like give them a chance if you didn't watch them on Netflix. Luke Cage, if you like New York City Undercover, you're gonna love Luke Cage. Okay. Especially with all the musical guests. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say I think I got a couple of episodes into Luke Cage, and then I stopped watching it for a little bit. But yeah, I have to finish it out for sure.
Yeah, so they are live on Disney Plus if you wish to watch them, because they took them off of Netflix, so that's where they are now. All right, so our last movie of the evening. I was not expecting to see this, but I actually love this character from Shrek, and that's the big homie, Puss in Boots. Let's get it.
I am known by many names. Tabi Tabi, El Macho Gato, the Leche Whisperer. I am Puss in Boots. Holy frijoles! You, lunch me! And the rest of you, play double time. Play giant!
This would be a nice side scroller beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
It's like a lot of people going with this art style, where they lower the frame within the running sequences. I like that.
You're still here? Okay. One more number. I call this one The Legend Will Never Die. Ow!
Right.
You died.
Oh, wow.
Relax! I am Puss in Boots! I have 9 lives. And how many times have you died already? I am not really a math guy. Hola, señorita. Do you like gazpacho? A cat always lands on his feet. Watch! Watch!
Oh, snap!
And then there was the giant today. So what is that? Like a 4? That makes
Wow.
8, Puss. What do you wish to do with your last life?
When you only have one life.
You got
That's
one left.
what
Are they gonna kill him at the end of this?
Drive, perro!
I mean, it's probably gonna be hilarious, but are they gonna
Right. My man was getting loose with them lives.
Goldilocks and the 3 Bears Crying family.
You're supposed to be dead.
It
Never fails. Whenever I team up with you, things go wrong.
Trust me.
You gotta trust him. Look at those eyes. You call that cute? And with the paws. So cute.
The last wish.
Am I doing it? Stop. You're gonna give yourself a hernia.
Okay. Yeah, I needed that laugh. So your boy dying.
Hey, I mean, he was literally like, "Yo, I got what 4 more left." Like, nah, Bill, you got 1 more because you've been out here reckless with these lives, out here drinking, jumping off of buildings, sumo wrestling. Like, yeah, Puss out here tripping. Like,
That was funny. Like he stopped to holler at a grown woman and got ran through by a bull. Bro.
like, I'm curious as to like how they came up with that premise of like, "Yo, we bringing Puss in Boots back, and he's wild." Like, okay, he done been through all 8, but he think he had what 4?
Yeah.
So had the doctor not have said anything to him, God only knows what he would have done.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the comedy is gonna come from all of the life and death situations
Yes.
that happened after that. So, and it's funny because the Shrek universe is weird anyway.
Right.
Seeing Goldilocks and the 3 Bears fight,
Team up.
like
And then what did he do to have them team up to come after him?
what did he do to piss them off? Now he does have a Netflix series that's actually pretty funny.
Okay.
I actually like because they did one that was like a 30-minute like OVA kind of deal. If you watch anime, you know what OVA is.
Yeah.
And then there's a series, I forgot how many episodes it is, but it's actually not bad.
Okay.
So I'm actually looking forward to this movie just because it looks like it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer right there.
Yeah. It was like
I
so
love the
good.
art style change up because I mean we were just watching Shrek the other day, and just to kind of see how that art style's kind of dated over time. It's like, okay, they've upgraded it. This looks good, and you know the fact that it's funny, And I never would have thought in a million years of doing a spinoff of Puss in Boots, but it's definitely something that will work for sure.
Man, everybody love Antonio Banderas. You know you can't leave your woman around Antonio.
Apparently not until some bull show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's getting watched. That's probably gonna get watched.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go watch that.
I just hate they didn't put a date on it though.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be sometime probably this summer. If they showed it this early, I would think it's probably be sometime this summer. You wouldn't want to miss out on the summer money.
Nah,
right?
That's easy money.
Yeah, because look, yeah, there's gonna be some blockbusters come out, but you can slide that in and you can still make your bread.
Oh yeah, that's
kids, if you go back and see that 3 times.
Adults gonna make you go back and see that 3 times.
3 times in a weekend. So yeah, I mean they're gonna make their money. So
yeah,
they don't have to worry.
I tell people all the time, like I don't ever use that with my kids. Like with Turning Red, I think we done watched that movie 4 times already. And that's because of me alone. Like Turning Red is a good movie, so I can only imagine Puss in Boots.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm actually looking forward. So all in all, trends we see. Let's see. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2, that's day 1.
Yep,
that's day 1. Puss in Boots, definitely day 1.
Yep.
Miss Marvel, day 1.
I mean, they're all good, and it's a good time to watch stuff. You know what I mean? Like for a while, things kind of seem dry, and I'm not one that watches new stuff as soon as they come out. But seeing cartoons or whatever you want to call them or animations, and then even when you look at something like Miss Marvel, that looks like it's going to be a good series, and I like the fact that it's a show and not a movie. Yeah. So you get episodes, and you had to put me back on WandaVision because those first 2 episodes I was like, what?
Yes.
So I'm like, all right.
That's because I was trying to explain it to people like the Disney Plus stuff. They noted a lot of people ain't reading the comics, so a couple of episodes are like, okay, look, we gotta ease you into this stuff.
Right.
If you watch the movies, you should know basically who we're dealing with.
Right.
But with WandaVision, I'm like, I know what comic they pulling from. It's gonna get good. That's why I kept telling people, like, look, I know them first 3 episodes are killing you. Stick with it. Stick with it.
They were, bro, like they were just. I'm like, yo, I don't know, Jay. You was like, just go through. Let's just go. Yeah, and then when they came into episode, I think it was either 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm with it now.
Yeah.
And it's making sense. And then after it kept going, and then you start realizing that this was in her head, and I'm like, cool. All right, I'm with all of this. I'm with all of this. And then she actually turns into who I actually know at the end. So I'm like, all right, cool. This all makes sense.
And now we get to see her basically go full on crazy.
Right. Exactly.
So
I'm with all that. Now I'm curious. The one thing I hope they kind of emphasize, because I don't know when it comes down to Miss Marvel, for a casual like myself, I'm curious if there is a tie with Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel, because once when I hear those names, I'm like, do y'all do anything together, or is it just simple fact that she was like, I love all things Marvel, so I'm calling myself Miss Marvel, and then there was already a Captain Marvel.
Well, in the comics, she's a she's a Captain Marvel super fan.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just heroes; she's a Captain Marvel super duper fan.
Okay.
Like that's why I made the comment. Why ain't she wearing the Wolverine t-shirt? Because that's her. She's usually wearing either Captain Marvel or Wolverine.
Okay.
But she's like a super fan. And Carol Danvers' name before she changed it over to Captain Marvel was Miss Marvel. So she just took that name.
Okay.
Because one nobody using it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Half the time, Carol ain't on Earth.
Yeah.
Half the time. So she's not. Exactly. She's literally like not on Earth half the time. So it's just a name that she could take.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what the movies were like. Yo, Miss Marvel. I mean, Captain Marvel was never here. Like, where were you when this was going on? Well, I was saving some other planet, some other universe. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, because it makes sense. Because like the way they explained it, it makes sense. Even though you're like, we needed you here.
Yeah,
we need you here because Hulk don't want to act right, and just seeing you go Super Saiyan,
right? Yeah, it's like she's stretched thin. Like, so we want you over here and over there. So yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, okay. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Like I said last week, I'm looking forward to Kenobi as well, because that just looks like it's gonna be fire to me. I'm glad they're bringing in the Inquisitors on that one. So we go from Moon Knight to Kenobi to Miss Marvel.
Nice.
I'm good. That's
Nice.
three back to back. I'm good. So
Okay.
all righty. So once again, people, no podcast on Sunday. Please remember that. No podcast on Sunday. So we're gonna be off the air on Sunday. Tomorrow we are doing a live reaction to the Harry Potter State of Play. So that's supposed to be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be live for that one. And I think that's all. That's going to do it for this week for us. So
okay. Yeah, I should be, depending on how long we're at Aquatica, I should be able to make that one. So we'll see.
Yeah, because the Harry Potter one, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I saw some of the streams. It was good, people.
Man,
I wanted it to be good. So
I want it to be good.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some gameplay. So that's what I'm hoping we see some gameplay. But Jack, anything you want to pimp out? Last things you want to say?
Nah, man. Honestly, like these shows, like these are the type of shows I want to see in movies. Like that's where the support really should be going, not some of this stupid stuff that's coming out, but that stupid Fresh Prince of Bel-Air crap. But anyway, support good content, people. Support good content.
Even get me started on that.
We don't have to go there if you want to.
I'm glad. I'll say this. I am so glad HBO Max put Fresh Prince, A Different World, Martin, all on there. I ain't gotta work. I ain't gotta watch this new stuff. I can just watch my favorites.
Yep.
I'll leave it at that. So
exactly.
I'll leave it just like it is. So yeah. But other than that, I completely concur. We will see you guys. What is it? We got the next. Yeah, we got the next. So see you tomorrow for live reaction to the State of Play of Harry Potter, and then we'll see you the week after. So peace out, people.
Peace.